Welcome back everybody into another session of backtesting, and we're going to start from February, and as the last video we're going to do a little bit moving on this black image. So let's start here. So we are seeing the price action that is moving a little bit below a possible 4-hour PSA or key level. Now we have a little bit of bullish momentum. We don't know if it's already New York open, and if it's already after 10 a.m. Okay, now this is New York open right before the 8:20, which is right here. So as you can see, we are right pre-New York. We bounced again from the key level. Of course, the low volume. This is probably approaching the 8:20 a.m. Eastern with a little bit of more volume spike. So as we can see, a possible candle closure above this level will be for good in a trending bullish trend. Still, it's early. The market is not really trending. It's not really in a market structure, but we can possibly see that these. Let's see if this is already the candle open. So yeah, it's actually opening over here. So this entry, I will not take it. So I will probably look for further stronger confirmation above this level after seeing this price action. Of course, until now, we are in a bullish bias. So far we see a rejection, another double top, and then a candle closure, very strong candle closing below. So really not allowing us to take further trades above this level and above this previous PSA. So sort of stay in a consolidation, wanting to see clear and strong price action above there for sells, for buys. Or stronger below these lows for sells. So let's see. Okay, now we're seeing it back into the range, coming back, closing below the strong PSA, but the low volume. As you can see, the candles are now, compared to these previous ones, are very small, and also a little bit of a bounce. Now it's a better break below. Now we are staying below this level, and that's this could possibly be a kind of confirmation for entry. Yeah, it's not really strong. It's not coming from a strong momentum, but it might also be. So let's say that we take this entry over here, and that would be. I mean, it's not the ideal because you know when the right time is, because the volume, the candles are much bigger. So I don't know if I would enter over here, especially hoping to get to these lows. But let's see that the trade idea was this one. So this was the trade, would be a loss. Price comes back up. Let's see if it reacts over here and then continues bearish. So far, yeah, it went to these previous highs. And a strong rejection. This bounce with a closure like this can still be a possible indication of now price making a new higher low, and then a continuation bullish. In that case, we will be still in a we will still be in a range. Okay, so let's see what the price action can tell us. So yeah, there's a possible higher low being created. Still no trades, no trade ideas yet, because we are in this range. We are starting to see some sort of bullish momentum. What we might think about is a possible then another attempt. Still, I would love to see a breakout of these highs for continuation bullish. And yeah, that's a failure to do so. And then yeah, the volume is not really big. And we're moving bearish now. Of course, now what I would love to see is breaking below this area or these previous lows for continuation bearish. Okay, yeah, this looks interesting, this entry, because we are coming with momentum, we're coming into the new 4-hour candle, so this could also possibly be an entry. Let's see, it's very high risk reward because price is not trending yet, it's anticipation of volume and anticipation of the continuation bearish. With a further retest, yeah, as you can see, with this entry will still be good. Yeah, it's a little bit of inside bias, but that's, I mean, the idea was from before. And yeah, we have a spike in volume finally, some sort of momentum coming in. We also might have a retest exactly of this level for possible continuation bearish. This one will only go 20 pips. Retrace. So far this will still be live, but the price action is not really giving us confidence for the continuation because price made a new low, but then failed to do so, and it's retesting this level multiple times, and then closing above, also making now multiple rejections and also possible high, but it's simply retesting this previous PSA, not the PPL is still being intact, and also this PSA is still over there. Yeah, and you can see, yeah, then it breaks above. So this would have been a very high risk high reward entry on the bullish bias. Let's see if we have possible further continuation above this PSA with a retest, and the price comes back retesting this area, and then probably, yeah, this could have been the continuation entry. Let's see if there is enough volume. We're not really good. Also, we are facing strong rejection points on the left hand side, so not much of a volume and momentum. Yeah, and the time is coming up, so yeah, really slowing down of the price action. So mainly will be one loss and one win, and not really trending. This is not really a trending day. Then we move on to the 2nd of February. So we start on the left hand side, and still we don't know if now this is New York Open. We have this PSA being formed. Let's see with the proper momentum. Yeah, now we have the 820 candle open. So we would love to see a clean price action either above these previous highs or below these previous highs, these previous lows. And yeah, now we are making a new lower low. There's a possible retest, will be very high risk, high reward entry. Yeah, and now this is the 820 candle open. So we are over there. We would love to see a retest for the possible continuation. There will be a very high risk, high reward entry over here, but still no real, just a candle closure, not really just in the middle of the range, not really giving us confirmation of buyers slowing down. Anyway, I think that this even an entry over here would have been with a stop loss would still be safe. Let's see if the following price action, yeah, it continues bearish. I don't know if that's, let's see, an entry over there would make sense. There will be an entry without much of a thought. Okay, simply retesting it just for the sake of it. Right, 2 minutes after, so not really loving it. Seeing the price action, then wanted to see some more trending. This could possibly be a possible confirmation, but I'm hopeful that the price will break and retest these lows if we make a new lower low. So for example, now we see a strong rejection, then a continuation, so the price is a little bit messy. I don't know if there's any news on the 2nd of February, I don't think so, but let's see. We see then a continuation, so now we are a little bit messy, so there's good not to enter anything, because we are making just up and downs. I would love to see either a break above this area or a break below this area. Possible continuation bearish. Okay, now we are staying below. If we are expecting lots of volume, in this case, also this entry could be very high risk, high reward. Let's see how it will go. So candle entry at this candle close. Yeah, so far so good. A retracement, retest of this area. So now this is a new lower low and the retest of the PSA, so that's good. As long as this is not looking great so far. Still, our trade never been in drawdown. Yeah, and that will go to TP. So that will be a win trade. Plus 45. There you go. The PSA being retested. The PSA is being respected multiple times. Our PPL, and yeah, that's good to go. So let's move on. Let's see any further price action and price sensitivity area that we want to see broken for continuation sells. Of course, now this is our last PSA on the bullish side, so for buys only above there. Okay, price is slowing down. You see that we are at a strong PSA, so that's where after these strong candles, price is slowing down. So we don't want to enter sells here. Maybe we could wait for a 50% retracement or a little bit more. Yeah, that would be the entry. And there you go, goes to profit, because this is 25, 37. I think it goes into profit, but yeah, that was the entry that we were expecting. Let's see if it goes further down. Retraces, let's see if we have a retest of this level. If it breaks above. Yeah, and it definitely goes into profit. Plus 45. Then we have further rejection of that level. Yeah, multiple failure to close. We are still seeing a double bottom over here. So I would not be entering sells straight away. We're seeing a kind of formation over here. So I would love to see price to form some structure and then give us the confirmation of a continuation bearish before entering another sell. Okay, slowing down over there, double top. High risk, high reward entry will be below these lows. So far, it's a very not really good price action. So nothing really to say and to see on the chart. Because now, okay, we're waiting for New York Stock Exchange opening, which is in 5 minutes. Yeah, and that's New York Stock Exchange opening over here. So that's when we have a little bit of volume coming into the chart. This area is being respected. Let's see if we break below these lows. Probably maybe also retesting these previous highs before that. Yeah, we break below, then we retested it, and that's possibly your entry. I don't know if it go 45 pips or what. Yeah, that's good. Very promising. We're down like 12.5, 25, 37.5. We just need a spike down. Yes, and that's profit. Plus 45. Yeah, and that's pretty much we are done for the day. Yeah, and that's good. So let's do it like this. Let's grab this picture. There we go. So now, okay. And this is the second part. Why? Because we still had 1 hour. Okay. So this was the screenshot. So let's see what happens next. So of course we are in a very strong bearish price action, and yes, we took, what did we take? It was until 440. Yeah, so we was around here. We're around here for ourselves. Let's see if we have another structure forming and then possible continuation. We have the breaking below this area. This is not, there's no retest because it's not a retest of any PSA. It's simply just straight continuation below. Yeah, that would be an entry over here. Just seeing with a strong momentum. It's not really the setup that I will take, but let's see. Now pricing giving a formation and then possible continuation bearish, but still after such a multiple hundreds of pips, can be expected a pause from sellers and profit taking. As you can see, we have now confirmation of this area being retested, and then you could possibly have an entry and over here when the price is staying, not really below, the most likely is below there, an entry over here which will go into profits, then jump back up here. I will probably, as you can see, after such a long run, I will be probably looking for buys over there. So let's see with a possible entry if we have a double continuation down or profit taking continues. Okay, so far we are still good because there's not 15 pips. Yeah, still not much of a volume, volatility. Yeah, not really liking it too much. It's like 20 pips. Yeah, and then just the volume dies. So this will then end up being a loss. So this one, yeah, it's a possible loss. High risk, high reward entry simply due to the fact that we took our wins earlier in the day. Probably will not even be trading that, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the best entry also would have been with the continuation below, directly below the key level in such a strong fashion. So now we are seeing here, let's put it here, and let's go to the 3rd of February. Okay, I haven't seen anything, and yeah, screenshot this one can be closed. Okay, so what we are seeing is some candle doesn't really have any sense by itself, and this way before New York shows you how slow the volume is. Okay. Okay, this is New York Open. I don't know why it's so far away. And let's see. So we were bearish up until here. Then we saw a bullish correction with a break and retest of these previous lows. So this would have been a possible bullish entry if we were trading over there. Still then we face some sort of a rejection and a resourcing from buyers. Still price is making some higher highs, but very slowly. So we have to be careful and see, okay, what is now the price doing. I would love to see either break below continuation bearish, safer will be below here, or continuation bullish above there. This will be my also entry point, safer entry point. Let's see what the price action tells us. Okay, fails to break so far. Yeah, okay. And then we are seeing a string of continuous and bigger bearish candles, not much bigger, but engulfing all this bullish price action. Okay, so there was some big news. So I would love to see a retest of these levels. So it was probably NFP. We have a retest over here. So let's go and have a look at it. Okay, it was probably let's see what the data was. Yeah. Okay, it was very, very good. So it's very, very positive for USD. So I am bearish on gold. So as I was saying, I'm bearish on gold. So let's see what price action we could have. Of course, these entries do not make really sense, especially with the NFP. So we are waiting for either break below. You can see already this candle breaking below the PSA, the strong PSA. So that will be a strong price action, or also immediately taking this entry after the retest, which is more or less, yeah, almost 50. Yeah, it's basically 50% correction of the move, I would say. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's basically because if we, yeah, that's 50% of the move over there. We could also take this entry at the candle close due to the fact that we are that's a strong, very change, more than double than the previous one, and like 3 times the one that was expected, and unemployment rate really slowing, getting better. So it's a strong push. So I'm expecting that after this retest, price can continue. It's, of course, it's a higher risk, higher reward. Let's see. The safest would be to enter below there. We have a further retest and then a win over here. So and I'm saying that I will take this up because I actually took one live after this retracement on another day, so I know that I can do it. You could have also safer entry below there. The most important part is to stay on a bearish bias. Now, breaks and retest below this level for continuation. As you can see over here, I think we have a part B, so we're going to use that. Oh no, okay, so yeah, this one will still be an entry because it's from here, it's more than 45 for sure. Now we're seeing a correction, very strong correction. I don't know if I will take this aggressive retest exactly, expecting price to continue bearish, or maybe waiting for some further continuation. Yeah, as you can see, that's exactly what I was looking for. super high risk just because the bias is so strong that I'm not expecting there was no real doubt that the price should go down. It's not like a mixed event, and of course, as I was saying, I wanted to see the retest of this previous PSA, so that's why the bias was so strong bearish. Okay, NFP, and let's see what happens next. So this is the black one. Let's put it like here. I'm not watching. Okay. Part B. So this was our strong PSA that we wanted to see to broken. And we are moving. Now the last low is this one. I will not enter the same candle. I will wait for a little bit of a bigger retest. 2 candles, and it's moving down. Yeah. And it's continuing to stay down. I might possibly, this will be good. It's a missed entry because that's 2 candles. Confirmation might still be good. Or candle closing below these lows. Yeah, it will still be a win. It was 1, 2, 3, basically 4, almost 50 pips. With an entry at this level, it's only 12 pips of a stop loss, of drawdown, I would say. Okay, now we are retesting. We are bouncing from a strong PSA, and we are retesting the last lows. Let's see what the reaction is. Yeah, we are digging a little bit up. We are seeing some sort of a rejection and slowing down. Now this candle, I don't like it. Yeah, let's see if it breaks above this level or it respects it. Yeah, a little bit above, and then strong engulfing bearish candle for possible continuation bearish. Yeah, and below, I will wait for this candle, this PSA to be broken. Okay, this could be the entry over here. Let's see. This will be stopped out 100%, so that will be a loss. Minus 15. And let's see. This entry could possibly be. Yes, it will be another stopped out. Okay. Okay, price is a little bit ranging. We don't have a clear direction. I will wait for these lows to be broken. And waiting for New York Stock Exchange probably. Yeah, not like before. We see some strong momentum. Possible entry over there. Yeah, and that will go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, basically 4. Yeah. And then back to the entry. This is another retest, could probably be good, but we are coming into New York Stock Exchange opening, so we will want to wait for the pullback. Yeah, here price is staying down, still no New York Stock Exchange opening in a few minutes. Price then goes down. This is New York Stock Exchange opening. Let's see if it breaks above this level. We have this order block, this cluster of liquidity over there. Fails to break above, but still making a new higher low. Let's see what happens at that level. Nice, slowing down in bearish momentum. Still not really certain the direction. This could possibly be a continuation, but I will want to see also these previous lows to be broken. We still have some sort of bearish perception now, bearish engulfing cluster sort of order block. Yeah, we have to wait for the actual 10 a.m. candle to see some volume. So as I was saying, this entry will still be live, will still be good. You see that the PSA is still not broken. And in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, that will be a win. Yeah, and the continuation below. So I will not take necessary, this is still high risk, high reward, but below this level, and as I was saying, below this one as well. So you have this winning trade over here. Plus 45. Okay, so now let's see this one. So the entry was over there, was at 87.5, so the TP will be 83. Yeah, TP hit right at TP. Or then this one will be 81.2. 0.25 minus 4.5, 76.75. Yeah, and that will be it. Okay. Yeah, so this is it actually. Very good. And yeah, this was NFP day. So let's see how we are doing on time. Yeah, let's do another one. So this is the blackboard. Come back here. I'm not looking. Okay. So now is the 6th. It's a Monday after this NFP. So we might also expect some continuation of the sales or whatever. Let's see what is the price action telling us. This is New York Open. Let's see. At our time, we are making new lows. So, okay, this is the 820. We are breaking below. We might take continuation sells. Price is not showing a lot of volume, but it still is absolutely making a new lower low. So I'm talking about this PSA. I'm not looking. Okay. I'm talking about this PSA, or possibly this PSA for buys, or possible continuation sells. Okay, we don't reach it. We make a new low, then we push back. Might still be a good trade idea. Let's see. And yeah, that like this. Let's see if it wins or it's losing. So far it's good. Yeah, I don't like this. Moving up. Yeah, this is a losing trade. Minus 15. Okay. Let's see now with this bullish momentum. What is the price telling us? Not much of volume, not much of momentum actually, at all. Jumping back down. Let's see if we break below these lows. Let's see. We have this one and this one. bounce. Okay, now we are coming into after the new 4-hour candle. We saw this, we had this rejection. We are now in a strong bearish momentum. This could possibly be high risk, high reward entry over here. Because this one, as I was saying, failed to be broken. So let's see what happens. Price is staying below. There's not a lot of volume, not a lot of direction yet, so I will not take this entry. Yes, okay, so now we bounce from there and we are breaking above these highs. Let's see what happens. We are waiting for New York Stock Exchange, dipping below. Let's see if we retest these lows or we are simply coming back into the range. Yeah, too aggressive of a bearish momentum. Are we bouncing from here? That's tempting. That's very tempting, I would say, to take a buy. And I mean, depends if I want to start the Monday like this, or do I want to risk it just for the biscuit, or what? It's a very high risk, high reward entry. No, it's not part of the setup, but this could be a possible buy with a new higher low being created and this trend line being respected. The fact that even if I win, I will feel so stupid if I lose. If it just goes over there, I say, yeah, why did I enter? So I'm not taking the entry. Yeah, that would be probably a win or not. Back into the range we go. So that was a good idea because it will not go to 45 pips. It's making a new high, but in a very, very weird fashion, I would say. So still, let's see what the price action is telling us. New York Stock Exchange is opening. There was no real confirmation for taking a break and retest in this area. Now we might be bearish. Let's see, this is the nice retest. I like these candles close, but still, yeah, we broke this level. I would be safer waiting for this level to be broken. Yeah, good. Yeah, that was a good breakout. Let's see, what do I want to see retested? Do I want to see retested simply this level or the key level? Yeah, no real chance. Make a new low. Still price is making new higher highs and higher lows, that's for sure. Probably this entry. Do I want to take a shot at it? But it's not really in a direction, so it's quite sketchy. Yeah, it's not part of the setup. Price is simply ranging, so there's no real entry yet. We're coming into the 10 AM candle. Let's see if price can break below these lows, give us some direction. Even this area can be retested for continuation sells. Good. This entry would be still good, around 30 pips. And yeah, and we finally break below. So even the safest entry, so as you can, I can show you, the safest entry would be a profitable one. And then just about patience. So this one is the aggressive, most aggressive entry that I saw. I told you that we could revisit this one. But this entry was good. And of course we had the safest entry over there. In both cases, that would be a winning trade. Yes, that's 45. Because because if I enter over there 70.50, it would be like 66. So yeah, I will only be out with profit over there. Probably I will re-enter at this. Yes, okay. So yeah, I will probably be this trade and this trade. That's just for the trade ideas that I showed you, so it's not nothing really mystical. It was pre-planned. Yeah, just simply waiting, you can have your profits. There you go. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this time, and yeah, we did a few days. We did from February till now, and I will see you next time.